That could be quite interesting.
Yeah. All right, well, Hikaru is back in it. He had a horrible start today. He lost in round 1, but he's won every single game since that. Now on 6 points, here he is with the black pieces against one of the 3 leaders of Title Tuesday Game Week 8. It's Theodorou on 6.5 points.
Yeah, Hikaru made his way back all the way up to board 2. Very, very impressive. He's on a streak. Must be feeling the flow yet again. Early days here. A bit of a delay there. Looks like Hikaru forfeited 30 seconds. I'm not sure what was happening. Wow. Maybe he thought it was the round 8 break already, but that's after this round. We see another Reti opening. That is the White Knight coming out very early. Will we see the King's Indian attack now? White going for some kind of pawn break in the center. Will we see White play more of a flank strategy? Nope, the Knight comes out instead. As the other Knight drops back, these pawns are going to be thrown forward now. And Theodorou is going to go on the attack. Hikaru, in the meantime, has built the triangle of pawns. Rock solid, but basically just aimed at keeping the tension as long as possible.
Go on, David. Number of moves where Hikaru goes up on the clock. Go on.
I think Theodorou is a very quick player. I'm going to say in 10 more moves, Hikaru is going to be up on time.
Because I do reckon that will happen. I think it's not a deep think out of the opening, and when Hikaru is on form, and he is superhuman with how quickly he moves.
The way he is able to think so quickly, his intuition extreme. Hikaru Nakamura, but it is Theodorou. All right, the bar goes down to slightly better for Hikaru Nakamura.
Yeah, maybe just a slightly mistimed attack. Theodorou could have pushed his pawns forward before clarifying the center. He blocked it and therefore was forced to trade a set of pawns when Hikaru asked for it. Suddenly 30 seconds in between the two players, but for black, it's an easier position. This bishop is such a nice sniper from afar, locking down the white pawns, putting some pressure on. This black knight is really nicely entrenched, also putting some pressure on pawns. And the other black bishop is doing a good pinning job. And there we go. Hikaru tries to blow open the center. He's going to continue pushing forward and going for white. White's playing on the flank, therefore he should be breaking in the middle of the board.
Yeah, much better now for Hikaru Nakamura. Nikolas Theodorou owns 6.5 points. He's a Grandmaster from Greece, 25 years old, ranked as number 67 in the world in over-the-board classical chess on chess.com Blitz. Over 3,100 is his rating. He is one of the best in the world, and he is one of 3 players in the top of Title Tuesday Game Week 8, but it's not looking too good right now.
Yeah, he's also had his pieces forked by that black knight, Hikaru Nakamura, invading on the 7th there. And this is a deeply unpleasant position, forcing white to give up in exchange here. So we're 10 seconds from Hikaru getting up on the clock as well.
Yeah, Hikaru has worked his magic. Theodorou is such a dangerous player in recent times, especially with white. He's beaten so many strong players. He beat Gukesh in the Grand Swiss, among other victims. And look at this. He's a full rook down.
Ooh.
He knows that wasn't a good move. He's leaving that black knight to survive and save itself, having gobbled up a rook as well. But he's banking everything on these pawns, acting as steamrollers towards the black king. That was a calculated risk. Probably not great. The other black knight coming into the center too. Hikaru should defend this, but Theodorou felt he had to gamble.
All right, much better for Hikaru, and he is about to go up on the clock.
I like the idea, but I'm asking myself, what next? You can't really push f6. You push e6. Okay, it looks good, and it opens up the diagonal for the dark squared bishop, and there's a lot of ticks, but I don't see the follow-up uppercut that wins you the game. And the eval bar agrees. I'm not sure it was necessarily quite that strong, but I guess it is. And my question now is, white's position looks okay, but I'm not seeing where the progress comes from here.
Exactly. The threats will be blocked. The white queen could have stood up on the diagonal. That would have been blocked by the black queen. He's just a rook down, Theodorou. Nice pawns will not save that fact, and Hikaru can bully him now with a trade of queens. Look at this. The queen trade is pretty much forced. If the white queen steps back away, it's another knight fork. The other black knight jumps in. Theodorou might be thinking about resigning. Just to mention as well, we predicted 10 moves between Hikaru being significantly behind on the clock and from him catching up. It was exactly 10 moves.
Wow.
And he won the exchange in the meantime. He's just so quick. So impressive, Hikaru, when he's in this form.
And he is about to go up to 7 points.
Oh dear.
Oof. That was another fork. He's just bluffing now, Theodorou. He's hoping for something on this diagonal, but it doesn't exist.
At some point, you're going to have to start taking those knights back. Not good that they've just been allowed to run rampant all over the position. And sadly, everything's just defended back at home. The queen and bishop battery looks scary, but unfortunately, that's all it is. It looks scary. Maybe like knight g6 shenanigans to try and surprise, but look at this. Just blocking with the queen. Nice and straightforward.
It's a win for Magnus Carlsen in round 8 against Rasmus Vanne. Magnus now on 6.5 points.
Wow, Magnus always seems to be the first to finish, especially when we're not watching him. And look at this. It's a shake of the head from Theodorou. He didn't take back either of those black knights. He landed a check. But he's been forced to trade off the queens. And I mean, he's literally 2 rooks down now, just for a few pawns. But if he gets a bit more time, maybe Theodorou can try to create some counterplay.
You know what this reminds me of, David? And this is going back to 2013 Hastings.
Ooh.
Knights are gods.
Knights are gods.
Knights are gods, where you can't take the knights, and they're the only piece you're not allowed to take. It feels like this is a variant that we're playing over the board here, but unfortunately, the bluffing's not going to work.
Yeah, knights, I mean, they have been godlike in this game, doing all the forking. And look at that, they're just gobbling up pawns. You can step this one forward. I think that's what he's going to try and do. Try to go for broke. If the white pawn reaches this square, it's actually checkmate. But the problem is black in the process will be sacrificing back some of that extra material just to win some of those white pawns. This is just game over. This is a huge material imbalance that you cannot come back from. Theodorou shaking his head.
It's looking hopeless for the Greek Grandmaster with a bull in the background. He's played fantastic today. He is one of 3 players in the lead heading into round 8, but it looks like the fantastic Hikaru Nakamura will win this game.
Yeah, Theodorou, he's been studying in the US, living there for a while now. So these two do know each other a bit. He's very, very good on the clock. But unfortunately, he won't get to a time scramble against Hikaru. He won't get that opportunity. This is a kind of semi-threat. Although black's so much material up, you probably don't mind trades. I wouldn't be shocked if Hikaru starts to push this pawn forward now for glory. Clear path through. 4 moves. New queen. Game over.
We do have Paramaxodlo on 6.5, Renato Terry on 6.5, Magnus Carlsen, several players on 6.5. Hikaru Nakamura will go up to 7 points with a win in this game. Starting with a loss in round 1, Hikaru is now becoming a favorite to win game week 8.
You can almost get away with just playing rook takes pawn and saying, I don't mind giving you the rook. I'll take the bishop back and we'll call it evens. He does give up the exchange anyway, and he's doing exactly like you said, David. He's very happy, very content to just keep pushing the d-pawn and saying, look, I've got plan A over here. What are you going to do about it?
Yeah, white went for plan A. There's no plan B, unfortunately. It's just all about these pawns, but that pawn will easily be captured, taken off the board by the black knight, and it is the black pawn that's going to be doing the damage here in the near future. Hikaru blockades. Look at that. All the hope remaining has been thrust onto the pawns, but the black knight's just too strong now. Any moment now we'll see a result. Theodorou can't battle on much longer.
Impressive stuff from Hikaru Nakamura. What a comeback after losing in round 1. He is definitely back. He's fighting to win. Game week 8, he didn't play game week 7. He was traveling, but he is back and he is in form.
Yeah. White is actually a rook and a knight down right now. Just for 2 pawns. It's now a rook and 2 knights as we see the final pawn recaptured. Theodorou continues playing. Wow, he's up against a knight and a bishop. His pawns are so far from promotion. The Black King's easily going to stop them. Very surprised he's playing, but he's going for the flag. He's down 30 seconds, but he wants to win on time, Theodorou.
Denis Lazovic has gone up to 7 points. Paramaxodlo finished with the win. He is now on 7.5 points. Hikaru will not be in the lead with a win here, but he will be half a point behind Paramaxodlo. Mate in 9 for Hikaru. And there it is. It's another win for Hikaru Nakamura. He's on a roll. And he wins this game to go up to 7 points. A loss for Theodorou, who's